Cakes and ice cream, I'm crazy about biscuits, donuts and candies and chocolates and sweets. Those are a few of my favorite things.
This video is sponsored by Function of Beauty. These aren't just any hair products you get off the shelf. No, these are hair products specifically built for you and your hair. You take a simple quiz on their website answering everything from your hair type to your hair structure to your moisture levels. And I was having a serious dry hair issue, and so I targeted my products towards hydration and anti-frizz and curl definition. I chose rose and lavender for my scent for a little spa feel when I'm in the shower, and I even got to choose my own colors that I wanted for it. They're so pretty, and it's even got my name on it. I tried their shampoo, conditioner, and their leave-in treatment. And let me tell you, I've been using it for a couple of weeks now, and to be honest, I noticed the difference in my hair from the first time I used it. My curls just sat better, and my hair just felt so much better when I put my hands through it. It felt smooth rather than coarse and rough. They are vegan and cruelty-free, of course, and they never test on animals, and they use extremely clean ingredients. It's also dermatologist tested, which means I know it won't affect my sensitive scalp. Look, I always say, whether it's food or skincare or your hair care, it doesn't make sense for it to be one thing fits all. We all are so unique, and so is our hair. And so I really recommend that you guys go and try it out. You can get 20% off your first set when you click the link in the description. So go ahead and check them out, and I'm so excited to hear what you think.
Yes, we all love those sweet, delightful, indulgent foods that give us that incredible sugar high.
So delicious.
But just in case you want to control those cravings rather than them controlling you, I am going to be sharing with you very, very simple, very easy ways for you to curb your sugar cravings. Drink lots of water. We often mistake thirst for hunger. Whenever our body starts craving something, we assume it's food. Water comes second in our mind. But actually, if you notice yourself starting to crave, grab a glass of water and take a big sip and see if within a couple of minutes that satisfies you. And if not, just remember to drink water throughout the day. Hydration is key in helping your body stay balanced. Whether it's your hormones, whether it's your blood sugar levels, water is necessary and vital in order to regulate all of those. Planning your meals and your snacks. Knowing what you're eating and when you're eating it can avoid grabbing on the go. Usually when we're doing that, we look at all the options that are staring in front of us and our eye goes to that sandwich, that chocolate bar that you've been thinking about all week. But if you have the ingredients in your house to prepare your fulfilling, your nourishing meals with the balance of all the good nutrients you need, you are less likely to grab one of those on the go. Keeping the right ingredients in your house is one thing, but also organizing and planning your cupboards out in a way where the healthier options are in the forefront, whether it's in your fridge or in your snack cupboards. Giving yourself that opportunity to make the right choice. If the good stuff is in the back, there's no way you're going to be reaching for it. Regulated meal times. Going long periods without food can actually drop your blood sugar levels significantly, and then you're craving something to quickly get it back to its normal state. Keeping your blood sugar stable by having meals in a regulated way so your body knows when it's going to be receiving food can stop you from reaching for those things too, and can keep your blood sugar levels stable, which avoids you feeling those ups and downs from food. And if you're someone that constantly grazes throughout the day, maybe think about that twice, because you're constantly feeding your body, your blood sugar levels are constantly staying raised, and you're training your body to constantly feel hungry. So when you do end up taking a gap, you will feel it intensely. Eat foods higher in healthy fats and proteins. There has been so much research done that has showed having healthy fats in our diets and higher protein levels can actually help reduce our sugar cravings. It stops us from craving those unhealthy carbohydrates like the cakes and biscuits and breads too. Proteins and fats don't affect our blood sugar levels in the same way, and so they help keep them stable. So if you are having a meal that's higher in carbohydrates, or if you're having something sugary, make sure that you also have a protein or a fat or even something with fiber alongside. When you combine them, it allows those foods to process a little slower, which means we won't get those peaks and the dips that you usually get from those foods. Using essential oils. Now, scent is a huge part of our eating. When we smell things that we recognize, it makes us hungry. And so in the same way, different scents can actually send signals to our brain. Cinnamon bark oil actually has quite a sweet smell. And so smelling this or diffusing it around your house can actually send a signal to your brain saying that you are satisfied with the sweetness that you are receiving through your nose, and therefore you won't necessarily have to indulge through your mouth. Peppermint has also been found to stimulate the brain's satiety center, so it helps your brain and your body feel more satisfied during the day, which hopefully stops us from binging or overeating. Herbs and spices. Spices like cinnamon and fennel and even cardamom, they have sweeter taste, and so using them in our food can reduce our desire for sugary foods. Get yourself some good sleep. Sleep deprivation has been linked to increased hunger. Now, I actually did my dissertation or my college paper on this in my nutrition degree, and it was mind-blowing to see the research that had been done that showed an increase in weight gain, an increase in cravings, an increase in hunger purely through lack of sleep. There's one specific hormone called ghrelin in our body, and when we don't get enough sleep, it increases. And the increase of ghrelin actually increases our appetite and our hunger. And I'm sure you have all noticed that when you're sleepy, when you haven't had enough sleep the night before, you are reaching either for caffeine or something with a sugar fix to just get you through the day. Having good sleep, a good amount of sleep, and a good quality of sleep is extremely important for this. Make sure you're getting enough minerals. Certain mineral deficiencies can affect our blood sugar control in our body. Magnesium actually regulates our insulin and glucose levels in the blood. And so as soon as magnesium is low in our body, it can cause intense sweet cravings. So making sure that you have mineral-packed green leafy vegetables in your diet will definitely help avoid this. Sugar alternatives. Now, there are lots of artificial or chemical sweeteners, and I don't really like to recommend them. But what I will say is we need sweetness in our life. So switching up our white sugar that's in the pantry with things like coconut sugar or maple syrup or molasses, even though they are still sugar, they also contain nutrients. Molasses has iron, coconut sugar has lots of vitamins and minerals too. So at least you're getting something else with the sugar rather than just a sugar hit. Monk fruit sugar has become quite popular lately. It comes from the monk fruit, but instead of it being a chemical or artificial sweetener, they found a way to extract certain parts of it that do not affect the blood sugar level. And so I use that often in my baking, and it has an intense sweetness. It's actually way sweeter than normal sugar. So you only need small amounts, and it really helps to get your sugar fix without having the up and the down. Including all 6 tastes throughout your meals. In Ayurveda, it actually says that the reason we get cravings is when we don't have all 6 tastes in our meals, it leaves us feeling unsatisfied, like we've got something missing from our food. And that's especially true when we don't have a sweet taste within our meals. Now, when I say sweet, naturally we think of sugar, but that's not necessarily the case. When we're making our meals, make sure we have starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes. If you're making a salad, add in a few dates into it, allowing yourself to have something sweet within the meals. And remember, all 6 tastes in there. So you need your sweet, your salty, your sour, your pungent, your bitter, and astringent. You can get all of them through different spices, through different vegetables, through different grains. In Ayurveda, it really says that this sweet taste brings comfort, it brings nourishment, it brings grounding into our bodies. And so often when we are craving those qualities, we start to crave sugary foods. But instead, if we can, and we're able to recognize where they are in our diet, what types of foods provide that sweet taste, or that salty taste, or that sour taste, we can learn how to create meals in a way that satisfy all our taste buds. So essentially, what Ayurveda says is just to have a good balance of all foods throughout your diet. And when we have this, we are getting all the vitamins, minerals, nourishment, and tastes that we need to keep our body feeling balanced. So I hope these tips were useful in helping you to curb your cravings. And it's not just about curbing them, it's about feeling in control of them and feeling like we really understand what we are eating and how it's affecting our body. Let me know in the comments if you have any other ideas, anything else that's helped you with your sugar cravings. And sending you all so much love and gratitude for your week. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below so I can get to know you just as you get to know me through these videos.